Hi guys. So the last time I planted cabbages, I really struggled with a lot of diseases, and the major one was the black rot. And all the diseases were there despite me treating them. So this time around, I really want to maximize on the organic way of maintaining my cabbages, and that is just planting a lot of doing like crop rotation, and majorly I'll be planting the spring onions, um, because I really want to try and see if um, um, the worms or this pest that eat my cabbages will be confused with the smell of, especially the spring onions have very strong smell. So and also I think I'm going also to plant at the edges some herbs. I'm not sure which ones, so that I can see if it can work. And maybe this time, because the cabbages are doing really well, despite the other time majority of them at this stage were dying, and some, when the cabbages had started folding, they were also struggling. So I've planted a few spring onions here, and by the time they'll be coming up, we'll see the difference. I want to plant some sweet potatoes at this spot, just 2 lines. There are 2 ways you can plant your sweet potatoes. There is that local way that we use here, hip by hip. I'll also plant that way, some section, and see the difference, and see the one that will produce faster and more. And also I want to plant the one that I'm always used to, is the one that I always heap a line of soil, and it always works for me. But here, majority of the people use the building up one heap at a time. So you build a heap, you plant your sweet potatoes, then you build another heap, and then you plant your sweet potatoes. And it also works, but we are always told to try new things, and I've tried this type of planting sweet potatoes. I think this is my second year now, and I always harvest some good amount of sweet potatoes. The problem with last year is that I planted under a shade, and they tend to, of course, any plant, if you plant any crop under a shade, they will not produce as much as if you plant them directly to the sun. I know most of you are wondering what happened to my maize and beans at the back of the farm. So what happened, the ones that planted for me planted it wrongly, so they did not germinate 100%. So I decided just to plow the farm again and then plant afresh. So these ones are like 2 weeks old. so soon we'll start weeding them. And then, because majority of the farms here, the maize are at the knee length, and also if the ones that I planted would have grown 100%, they will be also at almost the knee length. So this is how easy I plant my sweet potatoes. You just get a very healthy vine or a suckers, and then you just make shallow, or you can take a deep one, hole, or with your hands, because I've already plowed this area, or the hip is already plowed, so the soil is very soft. So you can just use your hand, or you can have a smaller jembe and then make some hole, or a trench, not a trench, kamtaro, and then you put your vine, and then you close it up. After some time they will grow, and that's how I just plant my sweet potatoes. So the duration of sweet potatoes depend with the type of sweet potato that you plant. There are some that stay 3 months, there are some that stay around 6 months before they mature. But the best ones, if you can manage to get the 3 months sweet potatoes, they're the best. They stay shorter and they produce a lot of sweet potatoes, and that's what majority of people here plant. But majority of farmers here plant sweet potatoes in their second season of planting, that is from November, and some start from August. So it depends. Some plant from November, some plant from August, the sweet potatoes, so that they can be ready by December and January. And before I get out of the farm, I just have to harvest a few vegetables, because you know these indigenous vegetables, if you do not harvest them, they will mature very fast. So the good thing about growing an indigenous vegetable is how you harvest them. So the more you harvest, they produce more leaves and they last longer in the farm. So I'll be harvesting some jute leaves, some cowpeas, some spider plant. My spider plants are not doing so well, but we still harvest them. And then some carrot, I'm going to mix also with some carrot and some spinach. So those are the vegetables that we always eat here. We can decide to eat one vegetable at a time, but when you mix them, they bring out a very good combination of vegetables, and they are very sweet, because some are very soft and some are rough. Like the cowpeas is a little bit rough, and the spinach, the amaranth. We have here wild amaranth, so the amaranth is also soft, so they tend to balance. All the vegetables tend to balance. And here you can never miss some either avocados from the farm, the ones that have dropped, or you can never miss to get one or two wild mushrooms. I love some wild mushrooms because they always have that natural taste in them. So for dinner today, we are going to have some fish with ugali, and I think I have changed the vegetables. We are going to have our fish with some kales or collard greens. Here we call sukuma wiki. Because I want to enjoy my meal, and most of the time the indigenous vegetables I always want it with just milk and ugali, just like that. So let me prepare the fish. This is just simple, how simple I prepare my fish, nothing big. And today I did not get the fresh fish, so we always, most of the time we always get here fresh fish that has already been deep fried. So if you want to get the fresh fish so that you can remove even the scales or something, you need to go to the market very early. But you see, I spent majority of the time here in the farm, so it was late. By the time I went to the market, it was around 4, so you cannot get fresh fish at that time. So we are just going to use what we have, and that is the deep fried fish. So anytime I buy the deep fried fish, because I'm not sure about the oil that they use, I always boil water, very hot water, and then I dip my fish inside the water and then let it soak for around a minute or 2 minutes, and then that's when I cook my fish. That's how I cook my fish. If I have bought the already deep fried fish from the market. So I'm going to let it cook, just simmer for around 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, because fish cooks very fast. And then cut my collard greens. I do not know how to cut the traditional way of using the hands. I tend to cut myself all over the hands, so I always use a chopping board. So I'm going to cut my veggies and then cook it. For veggies is very simple, just onions, and then I put the veggies. That's how simple I cook my vegetables, and then let it cook for just a minute or two and then remove it from the fire, because our vegetables are very fresh from the farm, so they cook very fast and they are very soft. Our fish is ready, some roiko for some soup, and then I'm going to put some milk, or if you have coconut cream, that's the stage that you put, then let it cook just for a minute, and then you'll have some very heavy, healthy, richer soup for your fish. And it is very good for the kids. This is the best soup for your kids, especially because the kids cannot eat the head of the fish, or they do not like it. Like my kids do not like it. Only my son can eat, but the girls, they do not like the head of the fish. And that is it. Our supper is ready, ugali is ready, veggies are ready, and the fish is ready. Let me serve, and then we are going to enjoy our dinner. So, thank you so much for all those who have watched this video till the end. Thank you so much. You are a blessing to this channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're watching right now, please click that subscribe button, and always do not forget to like my videos. Also share. You can also share. You're free to share the video. So let us enjoy our dinner. So I will see you in my next video. For now, it's bye bye. Maina, yako na Elsie nawatolea. So enda beba hivi. Ndawatolea, enda na hiyo. Beba hiyo. Utabeba. Acha nibebe tu. Twende. Samaki. Bye.